Welcome back to school. So glad to have everybody back after a long winter break. And while we're starting virtually, I hope that we are starting just as energetically into the new year. So a lot of people think a lot about resolutions for the new year. Hefty does not, as you can see. He is pretty content with himself just exactly the way he is. But many of us are looking for ways as we look to a fresh new 2022 to experience life in a better way or learn things or grow in certain ways. And so what I'm going to invite you to do is to think not in terms of resolutions, which often feel kind of rigid and have sort of a pass-fail sensibility about them that often make us feel less than instead of in control and in the driver's seat and more than. And think instead about intentions that you might have for the new year. And think about intentions and intentionality with incrementalism. So some of the best growth and the best progress happens when people think about small, attainable little steps rather than big exertions of energy at one time. And you know that for sure. All of you who are athletes, you absolutely know you can't become stronger by lifting way too much weight for a week. What will happen is you'll injure yourself or you'll burn out. And similarly, if you're somebody who loves music and dreams of being a solid guitarist, practicing like a maniac night and day for a week doesn't suddenly make you a great guitarist. What really makes you able to master things and grow is small amounts steadily. And that happens for small things too. I have a friend who's decided that in the new year, he wants to be more social. And so the way he's going to think about being more social and expanding his group of friends is that he's going to take something he already loves to do, which is to go Nordic skiing, and he's going to invite more people to go Nordic skiing with him. Very controllable. It's about once a week. But I would predict that over time, that will actually yield a lot of fruit for him and a lot of really wonderful times and connections. Similarly, another friend of mine wants to waste less time on gaming, and also dreams of being able to go to a French cultural place, whether it's Quebec or Senegal or France, and being able to have a little bit of command of the language and culture. And so small things, she's loaded an app on her phone that gamifies learning the French language. And she said, so the time I would have wasted 15 minutes here or there when I feel like I need a break from studying, instead I'm going to do it. And she was already delighted in playing a couple of French games. She learned a couple of French words in 15 minutes. So thinking about small steps incrementally over time to get where we want to go can be really valuable. And I think when you're thinking, well, what is it that I want to do? Where is it that I want to go? Thinking about kind of things in terms of questions, like the friend who I said thought, how could I be more social? He was really looking for a well-being improvement in his life. And so you might think about the question, how could I be healthier and more content? Or how could I be a better person? And being a better person might have maybe it's doing one helpful or kind thing for someone each week. Start again, low bar, small, manageable, and over time, it's amazing how success and momentum make us more successful and give us more drive and actually change who we are so we start to think and act in the ways that we hope to become. So with that in mind, Happy New Year. And if you don't have any intentions and you are perfectly content with yourself the way you are, then you can just join Hefty in that happy state. So anyway, Happy New Year. Welcome back to school.